Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. I hope that everyone's well. We've had a few bits and bobs come through. There's quite a bit in the fun folder actually, but let's get into the WWE folder. So this coming courtesy of WrestleVotes. So there are people within WWE that would rather see Cody Rhodes defend the undisputed championship in a triple threat match against John Cena and CM Punk rather than Punk, Roman and Seth. I gotta be honest with you, I always prefer singles matches than triple threat matches, but I'm not massively taken with Cena versus Cody, probably because I like both. And I just really want to get like a big heel in there. So like two faces going up against each other is not quite what I'm looking for. And to be honest, adding another face into the mix is still not what I'm looking for. So I can't say I'm personally too crazy about Punk, Cena, Cody. I really feel like we need to get a heel in that mix. What I do like though is Roman against Seth because they hate each other. And they've got a lot of history there. So actually those two going up against each other, even though they're both faces, such a history there, such a hatred there, that them two just settle in their issues once and for all. I'm all right with that. Plus, there's no title on the line. So you can just pick a side, go with whoever you want. But I don't know. When it comes to the title being involved, I'm not crazy about face versus face. We've done it loads of times. But, you know, the one that people mention is like WrestleMania 6, Hogan and Warrior. But that was done because Hogan was leaving. So we needed to pass the torch. To my knowledge, no one is leaving. So I don't know, why can't we put a heel in the mix? I don't really understand. So it does feel like there's a bit of a problem at the moment. Loads of faces at the top of the card. Not many heels. Not many heels at all. I mean, you could say Gunther, but he's busy with Jay. You could say Drew, which obviously people are kind of making noise about trying to get him into a different match. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know which I prefer, to be honest. Would you rather have Cody versus Cena and then on the other night do the triple threat of Punk, Seth, Roman? Or would you rather have Cody, Cena, Punk and on the other night do Roman, Seth? I think if I've got to choose, I'd probably go for the second one. But where are all the heels? Where are the heels? So that's doing the rounds. Right here, when inquiring why Ricky Stark showed up in NXT, WWE main roster sources believe that most creative heading into WrestleMania is already planned, and that NXT would be a more fluid working him into the fold. So that coming from Fightful Select makes total sense. I don't think there's anything there that's going to surprise anyone. I think this is the right place for him as well. You know, NXT needs to have like new faces coming in, and not just new faces we don't know. You need to add some faces in that we know. Ricky Stark's coming in, obviously quite the moment, shocking the wrestling world. And yeah, main roster already got a lot of WrestleMania plans in place. And I think he could have got lost in the shuffle a little bit. So yeah, nothing too surprising there. This is arguably the big news of the day. So, Christopher, shout out to you. So, federal prosecutors have dropped the criminal investigation into Vince McMahon over alleged misconduct cover-ups with no charges filed. What does that mean? What that means is that it looks like the feds, the government, have stopped investigating Vince. They've dropped their charges. Some people are wondering if it's because of his very strong connections with Donald Trump, that maybe there was some pressure put on there by Donald Trump to get this investigation dropped. I don't know. It could be that the feds looked into it and just legitimately just reached a dead end and there was nothing to answer for, right? So either way, it looks like the government, the feds, have stopped investigating Vince now, and that is big for Vince. That is big news. What it doesn't change is all the Janelle Grant stuff. All that stuff about Janelle Grant and the text messages and everything, that's all still going ahead. Brock is still involved in that lawsuit. That lawsuit is still going to be heard. It's all going to come out, like, in the case, in the court case. And there's even other women that have supposedly come forward with their own cases. Janelle Grant's lawyer was saying that more people were coming forward with other stories. We haven't heard any of that stuff yet. So this is still far from over. But a big headache has been removed. I mean, the whole Fed's government side of things was, not great for Vince. That could have been a real headache, but that seems to now have gone away. But it doesn't change the fact that he's still in a court case with Janelle Grant and all that stuff that was in those documents, all those text messages and all of that stuff, all the stuff that Brock's caught up in, like, that's all still got to be heard and is still going to court. So there is a little bit of uncertainty as to what this meant. Hopefully that just brings a little bit of clarity for some. Right, here, Logan's B, shout out to you. So Demolition have now been added to the alumni roster, which is important because they weren't there before. They actually sued WWE for, like, concussion. There was a big concussion lawsuit. I want to say it was like 2017, 2018. There was like 30, 40, 50 wrestlers that got together and sued WWE, talking about how they weren't protected from concussions and all of that. That lawsuit didn't go anywhere, but it really did hurt the relationship of some of the legends with WWE, and Demolition were involved in that. This is undeniably a Hall of Fame team, right? Absolutely should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't think you'll find too many people that argue with that. They were a big deal, like back in the 80s, right? And they should go in, but they've not even been mentioned on TV. Like, whenever we do those kind of reunions, you never see these guys or hear about these guys, even though they are still with us. And that's because of all that lawsuit stuff. So now they're back on the alumni page on the website. That suggests there's been a bit of movement in a positive direction. And so people are now getting excited. Could they be in the video games? Could we get some new figures of them? You know, I'm sure Mattel will jump on this if the relationship is back. We did get Demolition figures back 2010, 2011 from Mattel. And then they never made any more after that because this relationship broke down. So if they are back, Hall of Fame appearances on, like, those kind of shows where we have legends, you know, like Saturday Night's Main Event, being in the video game, like, this is exciting if you're an old school kind of WWF fan like me and many of you in the community. So hopefully good things ahead. Talking of good things ahead, Wild Child Billy, shout out to you. So here, Sam reporting from WrestleVotes, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Mexico are in talks for a potential WWE PLE this year, 2025. Although reports stated that it could be 2026 when Japan could join the list and be pushing for an event. So Italy, UK, Mexico, all looking to get PLEs this year. If they don't, they'll be in competition with Japan, who are looking to get something in 2026. So WWE, very much a global brand, very much looking internationally now. And I don't know about you, I'd love shows in all of these places. I'd love to go to all of these places. UK has been very fortunate with getting a lot of shows. Hopefully we could, you know, put a bit of extra flavor in there. Although I don't think the UK is really known for flavor, but it would be good. I would like to get a bit of, like, you know, I want to see the superstars out and about, kind of trying, like, the local delicacies. I think we did that, didn't we? Didn't we send, like, Big E off trying food? Like, I can't remember where that was. Maybe in Saudi Arabia? Maybe France? I think we sent the Miz off to try desserts in France and stuff like that on a kickoff show, on a countdown show. I love little things like that. All those kind of wrestlers kind of out and about, looking at the local culture and going to the local landmarks. So, yeah, I mean, like, to go to Mexico, that would be awesome. Japan, that would be awesome. I don't know, the last time we did a show in Japan, I always think of Beast in the East. But that was 2015. That was 10 years ago now. Italy. Wow, that would be so good. Italy. I'm very excited by this. Wild Child Billy's like, where's New Zealand at? We should be on that list. Yeah, New Zealand fans, you need to rise up, make your voices heard, make some noise. Maybe you can get onto that list. Right, Edward said, check this out. This is Undertaker reacting to Ricky Starks. This is cool. This is cool.
True. Talking about Cody. Who's on my TV right now? I see you pointing at something.
It's Ricky Starks, isn't it?
Wow. Look at the eyes on the dead man. Ricky Starks is live on NXT right at this very moment. We both popped.
So, he just sort of reaches forward and is pointing. It's like, that's Ricky Starks, isn't it? So they must have been doing an interview, probably because they're on that LFG show together. And they seem to have NXT on as they were doing this interview, doing this chat. Ricky Starks came out, and that was them, live reacting to the news. How crazy is that? And he goes on, the dead man, to say that when he was getting ready, I think, for Shane, WrestleMania 32... he was in a gym and Ricky Starks was there keeping himself to himself. But eventually they struck up a conversation and Ricky said, I'm trying to get in the business. And Undertaker had a bit of a talk with him and, had nothing but nice words to say. He also said that Ricky helped train Michelle for one of the Rumbles as well. I've always had great conversations with him. He's such a good kid. It's crazy, isn't it? What a clip. That was really doing the rounds today. So, Edward, thank you. Look at this. It's Brent again. So Ricky Starks posted this. Ricky Starks following his WWE debut tonight, just 24 hours after departing AEW. Hey, Tony. I hear you like to hug. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, very good. It's Brent again. Shout out to you. Wrestle Talk said NXT GM Ava, The Rock's real daughter, has reacted to a WWE signee, right? Tatiana Dumas, saying she'd believe that Ricky was The Rock's son. So Tatiana Dumbass said, I don't know if it's me, but if you told me that he's The Rock's son, I would believe it, right? And Ava, The Rock's actual daughter, responded with a raised eyebrow emoji. That's good, isn't it? That's a pretty fun exchange. I like that. TJF 1983, shout out to you, buds. Ricky Starks was on Raw in 2013 in a segment with Ryback, so there they were backstage. There's actually a few Ricky Starks appearances in WWE, just working as enhancement talent. There's been a couple of little images doing the rounds of him in the ring, but obviously, this is him standing on his own 2 feet now, and very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah. Jason said, well, that aged well. So having Starks plastered on the AEW production truck while taping Dynamite when he debuted NXT is hilarious. This is a problem I've never considered. And obviously the same would be true for WWE. They've got people on their truck. What if they go? This would be something that when would it cross your mind? Oh, God, we're going to have to rewrap that truck now. I don't know. I mean, of all the things you got to be thinking about, that's just one of those weird ones, isn't it? That I would just never think of if I was running a promotion and I'd just let someone go, that they might be on the side of one of my trucks. So, Jason, that was excellent. Thank you. So that was Ricky. That was WWE. Let's go NXT. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people talking about this. Obviously, we've got a triple threat, and 2 of the people in that triple threat this weekend for Vengeance Day are tag partners. It's A-Town Down Under, it's Grayson, and it's Austin Theory. This iconic moment from Survivor Series where a very similar situation, John Cena against DX. And when the bell rings, Shawn super kicks Triple H. I think he super kicks him right out the ring, right? And he just sort of looks over in that direction. It's an iconic start to this match. And a lot of people going, it's going to go this way. You watch. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller this weekend, it's going to go this way. It'll be exactly like this. Well, Grayson Waller has actually posted an image from that match, and he says tape study is important. So I don't know that it's going to go this way, because he is teasing that he is watching this match, which now makes me think it's a bit too obvious that they'll end up doing this. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how that match starts. I think they might tease this. I think they stand in this sort of position, but I don't know they're going to recreate this beginning, because he's already teased it. And normally when wrestlers tease something, it never really comes through. So Duke's Wrestling, thank you. Very interesting. Okay, quite a lot in the fun folder, right? So let's work our way through this. I just thought, I've never seen this. I thought this was fun. WWF Wrestling, turn your PC into a slamming machine with these screensavers and trivia puzzle games. The Undertaker wants your PC. He can buy his own. So not available in stores. These were like discs that were like $10 each. You got some screensavers, and you got some sort of puzzle trivia game. They did a Sunny one. They did Undertaker. They did Shawn Michaels. They did Marlena. That's the one I would have gone for. I'd have gone for the old Marlena one, I tell you. So these were the ones that were available, and they were like $10 each. So it says it's a 1 to 4 player trivia game. I'd love to see the questions. There's also a puzzle game, sound effects. There's on-screen date and time. Whoa. The date and the time's going to be on the screen as well. Whoa. And more. And screensavers as well. So there we go. It's just funny. This is from 1997. So wrestling's biggest fan. Thank you, my friend. A real blast from the past there. At TJF 1983, shout out to you, bud. Let's go full screen. I actually don't know what this is, but it seems to be some sort of Netflix launch, right? And there's Tiffany, and they've put the WWE logo on the top of her burger. It says Netflix Bites. It's like some sort of restaurant, Netflix restaurant. I don't really understand, but Tiffany's there. And we've got this burger with the WWE logo on the top. It looks nice. Looks a nice burger. And there's some Squid Game boomer. So I have no idea what that's about, but it looks like she's at some sort of function for promoting WWE and working with Netflix. Right, yeah. Oh, make sure that you've got your volume ready for this one. This is just a little compilation of Liv screaming at referees.
Who knows? Liv Morgan.
She's like a raptor out of Jurassic Park. That's I could kind of imagine those things popping up on her neck. It reminds me very much of Jurassic Park, that noise. So there we go. Maybe she could go into that. Maybe she could do like some voiceover work for like Jurassic World Part 4 or whatever. So Johnny, thank you. Here's Drew McIntyre. I got tagged in this a lot today. How adorable. This fan got all of LA Knight's WWE World title wins tattooed onto him. Look at this. Look at this. All of LA Knight's world title wins in WWE. That's come out great. That has come out so good. It's absolutely bang on, that, isn't it? The detail there is very, very impressive. So Drew McIntyre putting that out. There was a response, right? LA Knight said, speaking of empty spaces, thanks for the free rent inside that big head of yours, right? Drew responded, try again, Chief. Not quite what you were looking for there. Do you know, it's really interesting that Drew and LA Knight are still sort of teasing issues, because there's no word of that being the match at WrestleMania. It's meant to be Drew versus Damian, but I suppose we haven't quite got to that yet because that's going to probably show itself at Elimination Chamber. So at the moment, there's not really much for Drew to do apart from continue to just wind up LA Knight, right? There's a lot of people wondering if that should be the match, Drew versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. A lot of people just really aren't into Drew versus Damian. A lot of people wanting to get him into that main event picture. And to be honest, he is a heel, tweener heel. It does sort of need someone like that. I think I would be really tempted to do Cena versus Cody versus Randy Orton. I think bring Randy back as a heel to get a heel into there, and then put Drew over on the other one and make that a fatal four-way. It's already a triple threat. Why not put Drew in the other one and make it a fatal four-way? Just go bonkers. And, make it so that the winner will get face the champion at Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. So the winner of night one will challenge the champ at WrestleMania Backlash. And then night two, you have John Cena, Randy Orton as a heel, Cody Rhodes battling away, and the winner of that will go to Backlash as champion to face the winner of night one. I would probably do something like that, but let's not get bogged down in that conversation. Right, what have we got next? So Jim Taylor, thank you, my friend. This is just a bit of fun. So let's go over here, right? Dion Sanders got the Bella twins ready to risk it all. Check out this. It's just a fun little clip.
I'm like, okay. So am I like, today I wanted to rep the Eagles. So
okay,
I
see.
You know what
that.
I mean?
You
I go
did
look
that.
at colors and.
What's your favorite color?
Well, lately I've been into dark chocolate. So that's been like my thing, you know.
You've been in dark chocolate, huh? You've been in dark chocolate.
It's been the flavor of my season. Let me tell you.
I understand.
More to come.
I thought you were going to say red.
No, I like that dark chocolate.
Red is like my favorite, but I mean everything.
Yeah, she said dark chocolate.
I like dark chocolate. Even in my search, you'll see dark chocolate.
That is, I feel like.
Chocolate.
I love it.
Oh my.
I love this guy because it's like he's seen the promised land, right? It's like the door has been opened and is like, here we go, right? This is the invitation I've been waiting for. She said dark chocolate. Yeah. Oh, that's a really fun clip. Honestly, I thought that was so fun. Very good. So, Mr. 516, thank you. They're married now. So, Metal Mama, shout out to you. The Island. You know me. I'm not bothered about 2K25. I know people are excited and I'm excited for you, but it's not something I'm looking to pick up. But I still like to know what's going on. And this is the thing I've been most interested in because it's a whole new game mode, right, called the Island. So apparently during today's State of Play, Paul Heyman popped up and he presented what the Island was. So you join it, you complete missions, you can explore a WWE themed island, and obviously level up your characters, loads of customization. Apparently, like, you and 50 other people are on this same island. Obviously, the 50 other people are other people online live. And I don't know what you do or how it plays out, but let's have a look at it, right? So here, I mean, we'll keep pausing it when something grabs our eye. So this was Paul Heyman. He jumped on just to present the islands. So here you can see the ring, and Heyman's talking about going beyond the ring, right? Go into the island. So there it is. I mean, straight away, look, you can see they've managed to get some proper sponsorships in here, right? So we've got a couple of bits that jump out. That's like a Rey Mysterio type statue. Obviously, you've got the giant Roman over there. Some WWE titles spinning around in the fountain is pretty fun. That looks like an Asuka mask This obviously isn't a wrestler, but it's talking about like customization. Look at this massive like pit, like some sort of special arena that's on the islands. That is the Driporium. So this is where I believe you can like customize your character, get new clothes and attire. And there was a Rhea Ripley thing there. So Rhea Ripley, ink and piercings. I mean, I don't know if she does them, but that's pretty fun. And then Truth Wear for R-Truth. I could so see him running a shop like that. And here, look, you're actually getting to see some of the gameplay, right? So this is running around the islands, Hall of Legends. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. And you can see like all the other people that are around. Don't know what that is in the background. I'm just looking at all the different things to see if I recognize anything, like from a WWE point of view. I don't recognize any of those. Yeah, so these are the kind of customization things that are available, like masks, and you can change the color of shirts, and lots of options, lots of different places, more venues. I'm guessing like you must have to challenge other people to compete. Lots of neon signs in the backgrounds. So, yeah, I mean, it just gives you oh, that was kind of a cool Undertaker thing there, wasn't it? Look at that. Some sort of, like, church, cathedral. Lots of Asuka bits over there. Arcade of Tomorrow. And, there we go. The island. So, yeah, people are rightfully very excited for that. Right, check this out. So this Fade said when Alexa cooked a fan for calling her hot AF. Shut up! I tell you what, he's lucky that she was in this mode and not when she was Playground Alexa. Yeah, could have ended a hell of a lot worse for him. Right, Finn Balor has been on and done some AI pictures. He hasn't got too crazy, right? But he has created these for our enjoyment. So I don't know what he typed in, right? Yeah, I think he's kind of inviting other people to create some bits by the looks of it here, right? That's a good one. Yeah. One day. Some people are like, why, bro? Why have you done this? So, yeah, why this one? Of all the stuff you could have created, what did you even type in for this? So, we got that. There he is with a cat and a slightly different look. Nice. Channeling his inner carrion cross. And then that's probably the best. That is him doing a Pizza Hut commercial right there. So love that for him. Love that for him. So Finn Balor just having a little bit of a play around with AI, but not getting too crazy. And then, yeah, Speed today, right? WWE Speeds actually had Isla Dawn flipping on it. She was competing against Shotzi. This only dropped 10 hours ago. This dropped earlier today. She got released the other day. I wouldn't be shocked to find out that this was actually her final match. I wouldn't be shocked to find out that Isla Dawn competed in this and it was the last time she was in a WWE ring, like wrestling. And she actually tweeted, I'm really hoping I advance in this one. Hope I win. I mean, actually, I haven't seen the result. Should we? Yeah, kind of went the way we thought. So there we go. That's pretty harsh, isn't it? Right, this only dropped 45 minutes ago. The lads, so Sheamus and Miro, right? This obviously creating quite a bit of excitement. It's meant to do that. It doesn't really indicate anything. It doesn't say to me that he's coming back, but it does say that they're good friends. So, Casey, thank you. Oh, look at that. So the eye all stitched up now. Liv posting that 3 hours ago. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. All stitched up. And then here, look, Kairi Sane just showing that she's been there as well. I don't know how long ago that was, but she's been there. She's gone through that a little worse by the looks of it. But, yeah, woof. Javier Barnal posting this picture 2 hours ago saying Emo's not dead. Now, we haven't seen much of Javier Barnal. He's been out injured for a long time. But this would be a very different look for him if he was to return with this kind of a look. So, I don't know I don't think this is AI. It could be. I don't think it is. This might be like a bit of a new look that Javier's trying out at the moment. So just something that I saw that kind of caught my eye, to be honest. Let's go down here. Miss Clown. I didn't even know this. John Cena was in a cancelled Looney Tunes movie. It was meant to come out like 2023, I believe. It got cancelled. And there's just a couple of images from it. So I think that's the only one Cena's in. But yeah, apparently these are legit images from an actual cancelled film from a couple of years ago. Didn't even know. Yeah. So Miss Clown, shout out to you. T9 saying, John Morrison now on the Misfits boxing roster page. So it looks like John Morrison might be doing something over in Misfits soon. So, Charlie, thank you. Very strange. And then we've got this. Hulk Hogan sued by a woman who suffered injuries after being hit in the head by an unopened beer can. Now, when I first read that, I was like, oh, she's trying to get money out of him. Like, the dude makes beer. A can has dropped on her in a supermarket, a grocery store, and she's now suing everyone. She's probably suing the grocery store. She's probably suing... No, it's not that. It's not that, right? It's not that. So Hogan and Real American Beer are getting sued by a woman who was hit in the head by an unopened beer can last August, right? Her attorney said she had a large wound on her head. And apparently this was when he was promoting it and throwing beer into the crowds. One of them cans has cracked this woman on the head. Dudes, look at that. Look at this. She went along just to, go along and see what was happening and everything. Boom, got smashed in the head with a beer can, cracked her head open. All of a sudden now I'm like, yeah, you're right to sue for that. I thought she was in a grocery store and one had just fallen on her. I was struggling for sympathy. It ain't that, is it? That ain't what's gone down. So, Charlie, thank you, my friends. Shocking situation there. So, Hogan just continuing to make friends left, right, and Buffalo. Right, let's go into community. So, we've got Junk Wax Obsessed. Awesome hit out of this mega box. Yeah, a Stone Cold Steve Austin autograph card. That is a monster. That's about as big a hit as you could get. Like, that is special. That is special. So, Junk Wax Obsessed, I am so pleased for you. Congratulations. Getting a autograph of Stone Cold's. At TJF actually getting a follow from the Berserker. I didn't even know the Berserker was on social media. But he is. And if you actually go to the account, it's all like talking about him and where he's making appearances. And it's like his official account, or it claims to be his official account. But it looks good. I could believe that it is. And TJF getting a follow from the Berserker. Very, very good. Briggsy getting a follow from the referee. So the NXT referee getting a follow there. So Briggsy said this might be up there as one of the coolest interactions I've ever had on this app. And Corey, shout out to you, said, I was just able to get in on the pre-sale for the combo tickets. And the deal is way better than the WrestleMania tickets. So I asked Corey for details on this because I didn't quite understand. So Corey's going to WrestleMania, day 1, day 2. But he's just got combo tickets for NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. So you can actually buy tickets that will get you into all of those 3 shows. So he's got his WrestleMania tickets, and now he's got his other tickets. So he's got his full weekend planned, and he's going to go to all of those shows. And he said the combo tickets were probably more reasonably priced than the WrestleMania tickets. So really interesting info there. So Corey, thank you, my friends. Right, I think we've just got thanks, and then we're out of here. So, Word of Wrestling, appreciate it, buds. Always coming out with these custom graphics, so appreciate it. Casper, thank you, my friends. Mitchell, shout out to you, buds. Chris, shout out to you. Jordan, thank you, buds. Wild Child Billy, thank you, my friends. Kelly the Wise Lady, as always. Thank you. I am the colour red. Shout out to you, Callum. Appreciate it, my friend. Babs the Barbarian. Thank you, buds. Raymond, as always. Thank you, my friends. Jang Tae-sang, who said they'd just lost some followers, apparently. Really saw a load deleted. I don't know if people are having loads of followers deleted again, if like bots are being removed or fake accounts are being removed. But Jang Tae-sang said, like, if anyone wants to drop them a follow that's not following them, like, they'd really appreciate it. So I did tweet that out onto the Community X accounts. So one of those, just keep following each other. That Community X account is a really good place to just blast down and follow a load of people. And I'm sure you'd find that people would follow you back as well. So the community, supporting the community. Very, very cool. I saw actually Raymond and Word of Wrestling following each other as well. And yeah, more of that. Let's get more of that. So I know Jang Tae-sang definitely looking for a bit of love. I'm sure everyone is. Aren't we all? J Omega, shout out to you. And Colton, shout out to you as well. So appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's Unseen. I thought it was pretty stacked. Quite a few bits and bobs in there. So yeah. I'll have another one of these for you tomorrow. Of course, we've got SmackDown coming up on Friday, Vengeance Day on Saturday. There's plenty on the way. And you just make sure you're having a good week. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.